So a lot of comments from the Zeba shoes box opening, and they are requesting a review. Here's one from Cheeky Geek. He or she says, any chance you might review them and compare to the Kiziks brand? Or maybe you are being compensated by Kiziks and they don't want you to review Zeba. Just considering that possibility, since you were given a special link for a Kiziks discount. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Cheeky Geek, for holding my feet to the fire. Here comes my review. Before I get into my review, I want to address a question by BB Ruby T about the Kiziks. And the question was, just curious, you said you pulled the strap on the Kiziks and it broke. Why is there a pull strap if the shoes are supposed to be hands-free? I called this thing right here a pull strap. It's a strap and it's on the tongue of the shoe. It's not really a pull strap. I'm not supposed to pull this. It's on the tongue to pull the tongue towards your shin, but it's only used like 1 or 2 times to get the right adjustment, because the adjustment uses Velcro. The thing is that sometimes I tend to pull things with a lot more strength than a hand or wrist can, because I'm using my biceps and my triceps mainly, and that ripped it. So I think that strap here is either it's used only a few times, or it's meant to use only a few times, or it's mainly a design, or it's mainly for the look of the shoe and to show the branding. But this is a no hands-free shoe. You can put it on without hands, and that pull strap is not necessary. It needs to be adjusted 1 time, but I should have pulled on the tongue instead. To answer that question, it's not a pull strap. Sorry. I also, again, am needing to apologize to all the subscribers for the long pause in content. My life just got super busy with multiple things around Christmas, and one of them being my favorite dog, Lady, got sick and passed away. She was a loyal dog and one of my favorite adventure partners, and she had been a part of my life for 16 years, which is a long life for a dog. You can read about her in my blog. Click below. Plus, I got a new dog named Lola, and she was a little tiny puppy. She had needed to be trained, house trained, and I've been trying to walk and train her for a few months. I even enrolled her in a school at Petco, obedience school, and she even got a certificate from Petco. She's a rambunctious one and has tons of energy. She also has grown enormous. I will grab her and I'll show her to you. Hold on. This is Lola, and she's getting big. She's only 7 months old, so she's quite a big dog. Got a lot of energies. Alright, so she has been grown enormous, and of course, while I've been walking Lola, I've worn out my Kiziks. You can see that heel just kind of worn out, the tread right there in this one place. And all my shoes wear out like that, but in Utah snow it's important to keep my feet dry, and if I have a hole in my shoe, that's gonna not help. And that wear has nothing to do with the shoe quality. I'd say the quality of these shoes has been just as good as any quality that I've ever worn. But the one thing that I can say is it's more about the way that I walk, my gait and my ankle, and the way that it flexes. So I switched to the Zebas. I've been walking in these Zebas for several months, so now I can like really review them. Let's get into the review of this shoe. Let's start with the cons first and then go to the pros. The cons for me with these shoes are not many, but because they're pretty expensive shoes, that magnifies the cons. Con number one, they're expensive, coming in at $140. That is $40 more than the nearest competitor for hands-free shoes. The actual rubber part of the tread isn't as thick as I wish it was. I mean, it's not as any less thick than any other shoe, but for $140 I would like them to last a little longer. It's almost worn out in that same spot, in the weak spot for my gait, but it's smoothed down at the ball of my foot. And then it's a foam of some sort. For $140 I'd like that tread to last a little longer. The con number three, they look like a fat shoe, and like I prefer the skinny look of the Kiziks, but side to side they look about the same width, but it just looks kind of fat on my feet. Let's go to the pros. Pro number one, I think laces is a good idea, and it's not that I tie these laces at all besides the first time. It is that sometimes you do need to tighten the shoe a little bit, and that's like every 2 or 3 months. Like say the laces get wet and then the strings stretch a little bit, then they're looser than they normally are, and then you can tighten them back down. And the Kiziks, you can tighten them, but it's a Velcro system that's on the tongue, and the Velcro system, it doesn't hold as good as a good old lace. Number two, where the heel sits, where you step on into the shoe, this is built in a durable manner. I can see that. I can tell you, and I'll bet you that these will last a lot longer than this, which is already worn down and bursting at the leather. So they did a good job on the materials to create the part that makes it a laceless shoe or a hands-free shoe. Pro number three, I like the quality of the rest of the shoe. Like leather, it feels like everything is made out of quality materials, and there's no breakdowns anywhere besides the tread. And I've been wearing these non-stop. So in the end, I like these shoes, and I like them especially for certain situations. For example, for those that have a hard time bending over to tie shoes, this is a great idea. They're really good for walking and doing exercise. Out of the two, I would prefer to do exercise in this one. It can bring you a lot of value, especially if you know someone that can retread shoes, because I bet you this could be retreaded 2 times or 3 times before any of this other material broke down. On the other hand, the Kiziks, I like to wear them in places that I want to be fashionable. I want to be fancy. I could wear these to church. I mean, I could wear these to church too, just because they're black, but I feel like these look a lot better. They look a lot more fashionable. They're two different shoes, two different prices. They're both good shoes. I think the deal is, what are you going to do with them? Are you going to exercise? Are you going to walk? I would say these. Are you going to go to the mall? Are you going to go hang out? I would say these. Are you going to go to church? They have some for these. But Kiziks has released a new shoe. It's called a Cairo. And I actually have a pair of Cairos here, still in the box. I'm going to do an unboxing next video. We'll take a look at those. I think those look more like you can do some athletic things in them, and they have laces according to the picture. But we're gonna close out with a tribute to these old Kiziks. We're gonna launch an arrow, a flaming arrow, and send it down the river. Also, I bought a few more pairs of the old Kiziks, which are doing away with these shoes, so they're on sale on the website, and I have $20 codes inside the comments. So if you want $20 coupon, you can get these for a pretty low price, and that makes it well worth your while. I actually myself bought 2 new pairs, and let's go ahead and open those. And because this time I bought them, they're black like I would want. But let's do an unboxing. The sale is a great opportunity to get these Kiziks shoes and use that $20 discount. You'll get them for a pretty good deal. Or you can also use that coupon code for the new shoes, the Cairos, that I'm gonna unbox next video. Also, the Zebas. They are opening a store in Las Vegas. And watch out. Hands-free shoes. There's a new shoe entering the market, and it's made by one of the biggest shoe companies there is, Nike. Check out the reveal on Jimmy Fallon. Wow, exciting. Fly Ease, that's gonna be a good one. Back to Future is really coming to life. Finally, we already passed the year that it was supposed to be. With each pair of those Kiziks, I got coupon codes from Kiziks, and every time you guys use one, I get a coupon also. So I'm gonna put a whole bunch of coupon codes in the comments. Thank you for all the comments and suggestions. You guys commenting and liking are giving my channel a lot of traffic, so thanks all of you that have been doing that. For those that don't know, commenting on a YouTube channel, it does something to the algorithm, and it makes a channel or video more able to be seen. More suggested at certain times, so it helps the success of a YouTuber to happen more faster if you comment and subscribe and like and all those things. So thank you all you new subscribers from the tennis shoe world. I appreciate your support, and I especially appreciate those of you that comment in the YouTube comment section. Commenting on Facebook does help me, but commenting on YouTube helps me more. or commenting on Instagram helps me, Instagram TV, but commenting on YouTube helps me even more. YouTube is the only platform that pays its content creators currently, and so that's the only way I'm gonna get paid to make any of these videos. Anyways, that helps me immensely, and it helps me immensely with the algorithms, but especially with the inspiration that you give me to turn on the camera and work on all this stuff, because it takes a lot of work. And Cheeky Geek also asked me if I get paid by Kiziks. The answer is no, I don't get paid by any companies. In fact, I don't even get paid by YouTube. I did one time get paid by YouTube, but not anymore. I have to meet certain qualifications now that I didn't meet at a certain date. But with all you tennis shoe viewers, I've been able to get closer to those standards. Anyways, stay safe and see you on the next one. Peace.